boys and girls, my crypto friends and family. Hope you guys are doing all right. Well, as promised, I'm not only going to cover the bull run, but I'm also going to cover these difficult scenarios, those sideways hesitations, those pullbacks, and sometimes also turnarounds and changes of momentum, turning from bullish to bearish, going all the way down to zero. Is Bitcoin doomed? Yes or no? Well, we're not going to be able to answer that today, but we do have some interesting things that we can talk about. So, yeah, if you want to know more, I would suggest you just sit back, relax, and we will meet right after the intro. Well, yes, here we are. We shall meet again. Meet again, we do. So, first and foremost, before we continue, please, guys, remember to hit the like button. It's not a big effort on your behalf, but it really means a lot for me. Remember, I'm doing these things pro bono. YouTube doesn't pay me to make 50 or 70 view videos. It's gonna take a year to get a payout. So, I'm doing this because I enjoy doing this, and at the very least that I could ask for is a little show of gratitude. Show that you enjoy these videos by hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, and the bell notification also, and maybe even sharing a few videos around. The more we grow, the more we have friends to talk with, and the more fun we're gonna have along this way. All right, let's get down to brass taxes. Here we go. Yesterday we were, if I do not mistake, we were somewhere over here. What was that? We're already on the way up, I guess. Or was something like this. Yeah, must have been something like this. So yeah, like I said, over here would not have been a bad situation to try and take a long position. At the very least, you could use either the bottom of the candle, the closing of the hourly candle, as a warning signal that the price was going further down, and then you just eyeball the stuff. Or you could use the end of the low wick over here at $30,000 as your stop loss, because yeah, breaking this is just more continuation and yada yada yada, all that good stuff. But it did not. It moved further up. Then we had those red lines and the boxes and stuff. All these were areas, potential areas for resistance, and oh and behold, okay, the first area of resistance has been met. Now, the next thing that we want to keep our eyes on, because looking at the RSI, we have a very nice posture of higher lows so far, and this lines up with the higher lows of the price action, which is really, really, really nice. But because this is Jay Leno's show, no, this is Jay Lo's show. There always is a but, and the but is sitting right over here. This local high over here has been broken by this new higher high, but when we look at the price action, this did not happen just yet. So right now, first most crucial thing would be for the price to move up and to break this area over here. Okay, this is really beautiful, but what does this lead to? This leads to the next local high that needs to get broken, and the next, and the next, and the next. So right now, as it stands, it is perfectly clinically impossible for the price to move to new all-time highs in just one swoop. What we are waiting for, or what we are expecting to happen, is maybe a little move higher. going up to the next area, taking some support, maybe a little move higher. But eventually on the RSI, we're going to start forming something like this. And this is where we're going to have to watch out, because again, there comes this bearish divergence. And as soon as the price breaks the last local low and starts confirming a lower low, then again we are going to go down, and this is where this area is going to come into play once again. Is it going to happen in one move? Is it going to happen in two moves, in three moves, four moves? I don't care. It's gonna come. And this is the area that you want to keep your eyes on. The higher it goes, if right now, let's say, for some magical reason, the price manages to hit the $56,000, this is where I would put a big short, because the higher they fall, the harder they will drop. Okay, so what's the logic behind this whole madness? Once again, I will try to state my case as clearly as possible, but sometimes that just is not the case. Why, you say? I don't know. English is not my first language, and I'm just trying to remain entertaining. So, first thing we are going to look at is this local high over here, lining up with this one, and we're going to measure this off on the RSI, because we both need to see price and RSI make a new higher high, and this is what is going to show us the first area of continuation. Every time we see a new higher high, you can buy a little bit more of that dip, because it's going to make another one and another one. It's only once the RSI and the price action are going to say opposite things, this is where you want to let go your position again, let it ride all the way down. If you're cavalier, then maybe you could even by then start looking at short position, because we are in a dubious situation that looks a little bit like a downtrend. Okay, so first things first, on the high, let's look at the high. This is a 1 hour chart. We have 64 on the RSI, and we're going to measure this off like this. We do 61 like so, kablam. This leads to 42,900. 42,900. Basically, we're just so like this. Beautiful. Move this. Awesome. So breaking the green box. Beautiful. Green light onto the next area of resistance. That would be somewhere right over here. And after that one, we will go straight over there. Okay, beautiful. So this is your short term for the upside. Now for the downside, like you see, I already marked off this local low over here with the yellow line, but we want a little bit more information. We also, on the side, when the RSI is going to make a lower low, because remember, it's both price and indicator that need to confirm the local low, the new lower low, for this thing to continue its way. So let's see, we get 36.9, and the calculator, this gives us 36.9. We got 37,550. Let's mark this off right here. 7,000. much, something like this. Yes, yes, here we go. Beautiful. All right, now this is more or less it for your short term. Why don't I do this local low over here? Just because yesterday we did it and it gave us a range down to $15,000. And what more? You want a range from up to zero? Come on, this is too wide, and we are actually nearing a bottom, at least for a little while. And basically, quite frankly, I would not be surprised to see the price do something like this here, eventually come down a little bit more, and then start doing something very slowly, building up and leading on to maybe another attempt to breaking this area over here, and then finally making the tumble down, so that on a very large scale we do have another series of high, low, lower high, and lower low. And this concludes the drawing of a 6-year-old on Bitcoin graph. So yeah, this is more or less it. This is more or less it. Um, is it going to be game over? Honestly, I don't do long-term predictions. Never did. And I don't want to get into that game because it's so hard already to predict what's going to happen one day. Come on, like how could I know what the price is going to be like next year? I don't really enjoy catering to these ideas. Now, what I do cater to is sometimes some good old, very, very basic, very basic indicators, such as the Fibonacci retracement. Really do enjoy this one. And what we get from wick to wick, um, the way up. This area over here, lining up with the first red ray, is sitting at the 0.5 on the Fibonacci. If we retrace from the high of this formation to the real low of this formation. Right now, we just bounced off a little bit, very slightly, off of the 0.382, but very, very easily we could see this thing move up to more or less this area, the $49,000, and this would be the 618. Ultimately, the all high, the 0.786, is just controlling a little bit in front of this big volume. So guys, I don't expect price really to shoot up and to turn this thing around. Like too many layers have been broken for this to be possible. Right now, either it's going to be really a very slow recovery, or we are going to keep tumbling down till we find a bottom where everybody is very happy to fill up their pockets with more juicy BTC. So this is more or less it for today. Let's see on the 10-hour chart, what else can we show? We do have a continuation pattern. We do have a lower low on the RSI and on the price action. So this, I'm sorry to be the bringer of bad news, but yeah, this is just the way things are. The party cannot keep going forever, and expecting this thing to go to the moon in one straight shot just proves that you are a dreamer. I am sorry, sir, but we keep our feet on the ground and we try to create money out of thin air. This is what we do. We don't dream, we keep our feet on the ground. So, on that note, I'm going to wrap this thing up with the final conclusion. Let's look at the dominance, Bitcoin dominance. Like I said yesterday, it looks really nice, but I don't think it's going to hold. Now, same thing goes. Is the dominance going to make a lower low or not? Is it going to hold? Is it going to find support somewhere here in this area? We're just gonna have to wait and see. But like I said yesterday, on its way up, I don't see this thing recover just that quickly. Now, finally, the dollar. Yes, the dollar. The dollar looks like it is bottoming out as well. We got three lower lows in a row, and we do have the higher lows on the RSI. So this looks like a bullish divergence, but again, nothing is confirmed as long as the price is not making a higher high. So as long as any of these areas has not been broken and has at least a candle that is holding somewhere above it, I don't see this thing really picking up. But it looks promising. It has all the potentials that are needed. So does this mean bad news for the ESP and the traditional markets? Well, shit, I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right here, this has the potential to be making a bullish divergence. Bullish divergence will be confirmed as soon as the RSI makes a higher high over this one, and as soon as price also makes a higher high over this yellow line. So does this look possible? Well, honestly, I would say yes. This looks potentially like it is doable. Yeah, just like my fifth grade teacher. Uh, but yeah, this looks like a really nice chart. And if I had to put my money on any of these charts that we have seen right now, I think the E-mini futures has the most obvious chart of the bunch. Beautiful. So what does this mean now for the altcoin market? Well, see for yourself, my friends. Altcoin market is booming. We get like double digits. Like yesterday, we had double red digits in the altcoin market. Right now, we have double green digits, not dildos as well, but probably. But especially the digits, double digits. Um, so yeah, let's have a look a little bit at the big players. We got Ethereum. Ethereum looks like it's making the same formation as Bitcoin. Oh yeah, but this is Ethereum USD. We want Ethereum BTC. Look at Ethereum BTC, and surprisingly enough, it's exactly like the BTC or USD chart. So yeah, imagine if Ethereum is making the same kind of chart as Bitcoin, and it goes up, both go up on a US dollar price level. Of course, Ethereum is going to outperform. But on the other hand, if Ethereum decides to start a downtrend similar to a downtrend to Bitcoin, who's going to be the bigger loser? Yeah, I'll let you answer this question for yourself. But on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you guys found this helpful and interesting. Hope you guys will be able to make some educated choices and, of course, some great profits and lots of money. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Same chart, same channel. I'm not going to say same time because I am I am the man who cannot be on time. This is my guilty pleasure. This is my flaw. This is also why I have to do my technical analysis the way I do it, because I cannot just stick to a schedule. But yeah, on that note, I hope to have inspired you guys into start doing your own TA and start thinking about your strategies and all that good stuff, because this is where the money is. On the other hand, I wish you a very good rest of the day. Same chart. channel. Bye bye.